And what they saw is actually the firms that lowered their fees lost more percentage of their clients, and the firms that kept the fees the same and increased the fees. And if you're lowering your fee, it's perceived that you may not be providing as much value.
Yeah, you get what you pay for type mentality.
From y'all's perspective, is fee compression a news headline story, or is it a reality story in our industry?
As somebody who executes in the market on attaining new business under fee structures, competing with other structures, I don't see it today. It has not stood in the way of attaining new business and relationships for me.
I think at the advisor level, it's overblown. I don't see it, and I don't anticipate seeing it anytime in the near future. I think it's overblown. I think it makes for an interesting kind of talk at conferences and news stories and headlines, like you said. But I think the only advisors that are suffering from fee compression aren't great advisors.
I do think that the tiered asset under management fee schedule is the best we've come up with. Do I wish that we could come up with something that was better, especially when we are full service and we're doing all these other things that have nothing to do with investment performance?
Yeah.
Absolutely. I wish I could come up with it. I've thought about it for years. We all have.
I guess the question that I go to from that is, why do you think we lose clients? Do we lose? Have you lost a client because of fee in the past 5 years? Fee compression is a huge headline in our industry. Many advisors wonder and worry, are we going to have to go to a subscription fee model? Are we going to lower our fees? But I don't believe that fee compression is a real challenge in our industry. I do believe that clients will continue to pay the percentage of AUM fee. The challenge for advisors, though, is going to be, how do you continue to keep the same margins? Because clients are going to require more value, more services, and more servicing from their advisors for that same fee that they've already been paying, which challenges the bottom line. So then the question gets to is, why do we always talk about fees in the industry when we haven't the conversation shouldn't be a fee conversation, it's a value conversation, right?
We lose on pricing.
Yeah. And so like that's where the fee compression comes in, is as asset managers and custodians, because we're like we're forcing our custodians to lower their fees, and it is a little bit ass backwards, excuse my language, it is a little bit ass backwards, right? And so does it get to a point where y'all do turn into more of what we talked about, of a technology company, where then we're paying technology fees as opposed to custodial fees for the technology initiatives that they're doing? There's another thing going on with fee compression that I think is really interesting, and it's this idea that advisors are forcing custodians and asset managers to lower their fees to basically zero, run on a very thin margin. But advisors aren't forcing themselves to do the same thing. In a relationship where it takes two to tango, that is a struggle that is going to become more and more real, in my opinion, over time. What do custodians and asset managers do? I don't know. But advisory firms trying to force fees to zero is great for their clients, which I agree with, but ultimately the other side needs to find ways to make money as well.